I am super excited. I said months, in a few months, and my husband was like, you know what, let's buy it now. So I have a Kindle Fire 7. I'm super excited. I know nothing about this, but I did watch a video or 2 videos of people unboxing them. So those are pink. I could have had pink. It's fine. This is cute. I already found a case that I really like. This is Beanbag. And this little guy is Jelly Bean. Hi. This is the Mentor. Yeah, I know. Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Cam here, and today is already kind of filmed a little bit yesterday, but I'm doing a vlog because I got a Kindle and I'm super excited. I got an Amazon Kindle Fire 7 generation 12. There is some, you know, slowness to it, but that's okay. So I've already set it up. My dad helped me set it up yesterday, and then I went to Pride. I didn't really get any footage from there because we went with like 45 minutes left of the event, but I still had fun. But last night I did read a little on the Kindle, so it works really great for what it is made for, which is reading. I downloaded an audiobook so I could test that feature out as well for you guys. So why don't I go ahead and show you what I have done to my Kindle. So this is my Kindle. This is the case. I got it off of Amazon, so you can put your hand. So with this case, you can put your hand straight through this, or you can put it here. And set it up like this. So I actually have it locked currently, so it's straight up, whichever direction is straight up. This is straight up. This case does randomly turn the volume down though. Hi, you can see me in it. So I did not pay, okay, I don't know how you get ads off of it. This is the screen I have, and now you're gonna see an ad. Typically the screen's black because it is so slow the ad can't even pop up, but that's okay. I did buy an external SD card. I just have not put it in there yet. It is on here. It is 16 gigabytes, and the SD card I bought is 128 gigabytes. So this is the home screen. All of these apps came on the device already, except for Notes and Pinterest are the 2 that I downloaded. Those are the only 2 that I can really get to download properly. Everything else is really hard. The internet browser is whatever this is, and I don't really know what it is. I cannot get Wattpad downloaded. Yeah, so here's where I got the photo from, Pinterest, so mjenny. But X out please. And so I wanted to see if YouTube would work on here. This is the best way.
Why my face so red? Hello everyone. Welcome back to my vid. This video's good.
So if you swipe away, the video starts back, but that doesn't matter. I personally think the speakers aren't the best, but they're not the worst either. You can still hear from it. If I want to do webtoons, for example, Heartstopper is pulled up right now, I have to do it in the browser, and for some reason the Kindle refuses to let me log in. You see how long it takes to load. This is connected to Wi-Fi. My phone has the strong signal, and this has weak signal to my Wi-Fi for some reason, even though it's connected to the exact same Wi-Fi and in the exact same spot. And then for Wattpad, I have to do the exact same thing. I have to use the web browser. Now, other people have found a way to download Google Play Store apps. This is back to the home screen. This is to see everything else. For some reason, you can screenshot. I don't know why. And you can literally only do that when you're here. I don't care. And then this is the back button. But you press something, it's gonna pull up. It's really annoying. So currently, this is a book I have set up. It's a kid's book, but I wanted to test it out on something easy. Hi, you can see my camera again. I'm sorry. About not really knowing how to film. So for my Kindle setup, I made the background green. Okay. Let's do layout. So I made the background green. And I cut on continuous scrolling. So I could just scroll up and down with this. To make it easier on myself to read, I actually have the font listed as the Open Dyslexic font, but they have quite a few fonts, and you can change the brightness of your screen, the darkness of your screen. I'm just gonna set it on full blast right now because I don't know where I had it set up. But my favorite thing is when I went to more, I found this open ruler system. So you can change where the location of your reading progress is, which is totally fine. But I was really interested in the reading ruler. So as you can see here, it blocks off the words. So I know exactly where I was at. And last night at 1 a.m. when I decided I wanted to try reading, that was perfect. That was great. It was super easy to be able to stay where I'm at. But to use this, you have to have continuous scrolling on, which I don't really mind, but you know. And then if you're curious, I have quite a few books on here. I do not pay for Kindle Unlimited, so where are my books? Excuse me. There we go. So I don't pay for Kindle Unlimited, but it does give me recs here at the bottom. And if I want to add it to my list it does let me add it to a list over here at the corner. But yeah, it's just like the normal app setup, except for, okay, it does that. When I'm trying to swipe, it clicks on things, which is fine. I don't mind it. Great. So apparently Goodreads will automatically update on this Kindle when I accidentally open things. But oh my god. I suck at this Kindle thing. I am new to technology. I got these off Amazon too. I have a green one, a purple one. I gave my mom the pink one, or I gave my mom the blue one, so I also have a pink one. So it has a big stylus at the end and a small one here. And it can slip right here. And it does make noise when you cut it on and off. And then this is the charger that it comes with. Yeah, I personally think this case is super cute. My husband did not. But I like it. I think it's cute. My sister thought it was cute too, and so did my mom. So I will take the win. Okay guys, so this vlog is going to be me reading off of this and seeing how I enjoy it. So far I have read one singular chapter on here and I am loving it. I have read a little bit of webtoons on here, even though I've already read this part of Heartstopper, but I really was just trying to see how it would work on the browser. And on the browser, it covers the top line. So if there's any words at the very tippy top of the image, you're not gonna read it. You're not gonna know what it says, which is fine. I've already read these sections, and I also have webtoons on my phone, so it's not like the hugest like deal, but it's still infuriating because what if I wanted to try something else? Also, it won't let me log in. I even changed the password, got logged in on my phone, and it refuses to log me in on here for some reason. But it does have a camera feature, which I've never really used. I did download a picture off of Pinterest for my wallpaper though, because I really just wanted something as the background that wasn't a beach, because the default is a beach. But I do love this case a lot. It's really easy to read. I recommend cases that have the little handle. I'm loving the handle. But yeah, so I want to test out the Audible feature as well on here. So I downloaded a 2-hour, 2-something story. It's like project something. Put the speed at 105 so it would be easier for me to listen to. But I think I'm gonna try and connect headphones to this, so it might be easier to listen to with the headphones in. Not that the sound quality is bad, it's not very loud, and it doesn't echo. Like, you can't, I don't know how to explain it, okay? The quality's not good, the quality's not bad. It is sound, and sound is good. Are my headphones any better? No, not at all. I buy really cheap headphones, but my headphones in my ear is better than the sound of my headphones from a distance. Does that make sense? So Project Quayon is the Audible I'm listening to. My dad is listening on the same Audible currently, listening to Skin Game. So that's going on. So my computer, this keeps thinking I'm listening to that, and I'm not. I'm like, please stop recommending me this. The download for Audible went super quick. Like, I didn't even notice I downloaded it. The reason I picked that book is because I was scrolling and I accidentally downloaded that and something called Stuck. So I have two. Oh, and somehow I downloaded Skin Game when I was trying to scroll on here. So I need to figure out how to work with this system out. And also, it says that it is 7:29, and I don't know if that's 7:29 a.m. or 7:29 p.m., but it is 3:29 p.m. So neither of those times make sense. But I plan on listening to an audiobook and reading a book on here to be able to tell you guys further how I like it. But if you want the Amazon Kindle Fire 7 for absolutely anything other than just reading and audiobooks, do not get it. Do not at all. I tried to download a notes app for bullet journaling, and all I could find was a singular notes app. And when I downloaded the notes app, it doesn't let you change the font. It doesn't let you do bullet points. So currently I have a list of books that I need to read, and I have no clue how I'm gonna mark that I've read them unless I like type the letter X beside them. Because this morning at like 6 a.m. when I woke up, I was like, I'm just gonna write out every Audible book that I have that I haven't listened to so I can bullet them off. So I am enjoying it. I do love it. And it is the cheapest option out there if you're a beginner and you want something in color. I don't refuse. I really adamantly said I did not want a paperwhite because paperwhite. I don't want the black and white ones, which is why I did not want the paperwhite, I believe is what it's called. My sister has a paperwhite, and I could not do that. I need it in color. So this is the cheapest option, and so we got it that day, even though I thought it'd be months, and I'm super happy that I got it. But this is, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. And I will check back in with you guys. It is currently the 21st. It's a Monday of August. So I will check back in with you guys after I have read some more on here. So it's been a week since I set this up. It is Tuesday, August 29th. I have not finished the book I'm reading, but I am 30% into it. So as you saw, it took 3 tries to get an audiobook, but that's just because I was not feeling the audiobooks I kept picking. But with headphones, this works great. So I can use almost any type of earbuds for this. I can Bluetooth it, or I could plug the headphones in, which is nice. I love that. I have realized that if you plug your device in and charge it, it automatically cuts on for some reason. I don't like it, but I don't necessarily hate it. It's just once I unplug it, it's on, and it's gonna run the battery all day when I cut it off to charge it, so it would be off when I put it in my bag. But it does cut on when it's charging, but it does charge pretty fast, I'd say. I am loving it. I am using the continuous scroll feature, which is not with every book. So I have a few arcs. They're not available with arcs, so I cannot do that for some reason, but I am loving this. So on the box, there is a photo of Roblox. Now, I don't play Roblox. I don't know anything about Roblox, but it's a video game, and it's gonna take a lot more, like, it's gonna take more data to use, I guess. Now, it connects to Wi-Fi, which is really good, but it's really slow. It takes forever for things to load, and when you're swiping, I do like this, and it clicks on something while I'm swiping, but my finger never lifted, or I didn't think my finger lifted. Or I'm trying to scroll the pages, and it clicks on something. I have accidentally highlighted so many things, but that could be a user error. But I've seen a lot of other people say that it runs really slow if you want to use it for anything other than books. So this is obviously just for books, which is totally fine. That's why I got it. I'm loving it. It is great for a Kindle. It has audiobooks, which is really good. The audiobook feature, I really like that it has Audible on it. But if you do not have headphones, the sound quality is not that great. It's echoey, which I guess is the same if you have cheap headphones like I do, but it's more annoying when it's supposed to be projecting. There's only one speaker, and it's right here, and it's not the best quality. It kind of sounds like it's underwater, or you got water in your speakers. It's not good. But overall, do I recommend this for readers that want an e-reader for cheap and in color? Yes. But you will not be able to download any, so 50-50 on the internet. You will not be able to download anything other than like the Google Play Store, other than what's on Amazon, which is basically nothing. So you're gonna have to use the browser to access Wattpad or YouTube or Webtoons. That's what I was originally thinking, Webtoons. But once you pull it up on the browser, it works just as fine on the browser like you would on the computer, except for Webtoons, the little bar. Even if you pull down, you still can't read it. It's infuriating, but you can only do so much with what you have. But for $67 compared to a $100 tablet, this is really good. $150, I don't know. You might think, oh, $20 is not a lot, but it is. it is to some people, and I am some people. And I think this was a great purchase, and I am loving it. I cannot recommend these styluses. I've already lost half of my stylus. It's still cute though, and it still has the other half, but I feel like this tablet is better used without the stylus than it is with it. So the stylus accidentally clicks on things all the time, and I don't know if that is a user error or this, but sometimes it's easier to read with just my finger, which is totally fine. I know that for the paperweights, they have like a little device that swipes the page for you. You just click a button. I don't think that would work on this, but I don't know because I haven't purchased it and tried it out, but maybe I will in the future. It's just not something that interests me because I am really loving continuous scroll, to be honest. It makes me feel like I am in my bedroom at 14 years old reading fan fiction on Wattpad, and I like it better. I don't know why I never thought about it like that. I've been a very avid, I don't need an e-reader, I'm a physical book kind of person, but then I grew up not reading a lot of queer books because queer books were only on like Wattpad or AO3 and stuff like that, so I always was reading online. I don't know why I never thought about that, but I'm being persuaded to be on both sides here, physical and digital. I feel like I read a lot quicker digital too, and I don't know if that's like in my head or because it tells you at the bottom that you have like so many pages left. Now you do get ads on the front screen, which I hear you can call about that and have the ads taken off, but I have no clue how to prove that, and that's a lot of work. I'm 34% of the way through the book I am reading, and the audiobook I got 30 minutes into it, so I'd say that I have used it enough. I've used it all week. I really love this because I can read it in bed and I can read in a car. And hold on, I'm gonna look up to see if you can use Libby on this. I'm really out of order, I know, I'm sorry. There it is. Also, the internet is called the Silk Internet, and I don't understand why it's called Silk Internet. So let's see, can I use Libby on here? Yes, so you can use Libby on this device. So they do have Libby, which is great because that's the public library service. If you don't know what Libby is, it is an app where you just need a library card and you can check out all of these books. Now, obviously there is check-in, check-out dates, so you only have access to over a certain amount of days. But if you put on airplane mode, it won't go away before that date is up, as long as you're in airplane mode until you're done with the book. But it is a free service. If you do not have a library card, you can get one through Libby. So I have a library card, I think. I just haven't set up Libby yet, but I am going to, because now I have something to read it on other than my tiny little phone screen. The screen versus the screen isn't a lot, but it feels like a lot. This feels like a book page. This does not. This is like my pocket size book. So yeah, my pocket books, same size as the pockets. And I call them pocketbooks because in science fiction, there's literally like a series of books called pocket books for your pocket, fits in the pocket, but obviously, I don't know why I had to explain that. But yeah, so this is average book size. This is smaller. It's still big, but it is smaller than the book size. I don't know, maybe it's all in my head, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I really am liking it. I do want to say, I did have, when I downloaded the Notes app, I had to use like some random Notes app that they came with. I can't change the font, the format, or any of that, so it's kind of like weird to use, but you know, I do have Pinterest on here. I just haven't logged in yet, but I can use Pinterest, but I can't book journal on here. I can't like make collages and stuff, so I don't know the point of Pinterest. But there's also Spotify on here, which I haven't tried, but I feel like if it's not connected to anything, it's not gonna sound good personally. So I am 34% of the way through The Kid with the Magical Dreams. I am on chapter 8. I do have the ruler on and continuous scroll. I can take the ruler off whenever I want and continuous scroll. But like I said, some things do not support continuous scroll, and those things I wouldn't use the ruler on. To be honest, I don't really use the ruler here all too much. Sometimes I'll use it, sometimes I don't. It really just depends how tired I am, but I keep it up the whole time because it's easier, I personally think, to have the ruler on at all times instead of going in and out every single time you start to get tired. I also want to recap by saying I love the fact that for some reason I was reading this in the car, never got sick, never got car sick. I read a physical book, I'm getting sick. I don't know if it's the flipping of the pages or the movement or the fact that I'm used to playing on my phone in cars, but I did not get car sick once. I drove 9 hours. I listened to the audiobook some, I physically read some with this, and I never once got sick, and I love that. It makes me really happy to know that I can read in cars now, because I take that 9-hour trip probably every 3-4 months, and it's a lot. I also can read in bed, or when so when I'm in bed, I can read, and you can read physical books, but when my partner wants to go to sleep, I can't really be like, okay, let's keep the big light on so I can read. Like, I have a lamp here, but I don't want to be like this, trying to read. This, I can sit however I want and read, and it's the same position, but it's less flipping and trying to catch the light, you know. I don't know if you've ever like played the Game Boy in the car at night and you're trying to play, you pause until the next light, and then you play, and you pause to the next light, and you play. That's how it felt. Like, that's how it feels to me. It's the same idea of playing a DS in a car at night versus a Game Boy in a car at night, and I don't know if that is a great explanation, but that's the best way I can describe it. I personally am in love with my new e-reader Fire tablet, so an Amazon Fire 7th generation 12. Now, I only recommend this if you want to read. If you want to do absolutely anything other than read, listen to audiobooks, and maybe browse on YouTube, do not get this. Now, they do have the Netflix app, and I haven't tried streaming and stuff like that just because I don't really want to log in or anything, to be honest. So I'm kind of lazy about it. I can just use my phone or my laptop, but I really think this is worth the purchase. I got it at Best Buy for $67, and the case was $5.99. The stylus was a pack of 4, and it was $4. The SD card was $14.99. I got 128 gigabytes, and the screen protector was $5.99. So overall, everything, it came with a cable and a cube to charge it with. So I think overall it is a lot of money, but not as expensive as other tablets. So this is the budget. I don't want to call it budget because it's not cheap, but it's the budget friendly option, and I think for a budget friendly option, it is a great option. If you are a beginner in e-reading like me, like you don't really read a lot, the only things I really read online on my phone was Wattpad, of course, and then ARCs that I received, and we haven't really received an ARC in a really long time, like probably a year. So I don't really read a lot on my phone, so this is a great intro to reading, possibly be able to read more. I'm debating whether I'm gonna buy Kindle Unlimited or not. It's $11.99 a month, I believe. I still haven't decided yet because, you know, no one really wants to add another monthly charge, but like I said, there is Libby, which is a free reading app, so you could pay all of this and then use the library app, Libby, to be able to get free books. So I am gonna go, I'm gonna stay here in my little shed here, my little reading cubby, and I got my tea and my Kindle, and I'm gonna read some, and I will check in with you guys probably when I finish this book as a little like ending to this video, so it's more than just me rambling about the device, and I can also, you know, gauge more based on how long the book is and stuff like that. So I will see you guys soon. Hey guys, what's up? So this is the last portion of reviewing the Kindle Fire 7 Gen 12. So I have 100% completed the book. It took from August 20th to September 1st. It's like noon now, but I enjoyed the book. You want to talk about the book real quick? So I gave it 5 stars. It is a kid's book, so I was like 4 or 5 stars. I just gave it 5 stars because there was no reviews on this book. I got it free like 2 years ago for like a promotion the author was doing, but, or maybe it was a year ago, but it's been a while. But I did love this book. I love the universe. I love Mazel, which is part of the universe. So the book I read was The Kid with the Magical Dreams is the name of the book that I read. I gave it 5 stars. I'll pop up the review beside me. So basically, I loved it. It was well written. Each character had a purpose. It made you happy. There was a lesson along the way. There's multiple lessons taught in the book. And, you know, evil versus good always wins, you know, what comes from a kid's story. But it was a good kid's story. I do recommend it if you have like middle grade readers, because it was very fast paced, and I know that I am an adult, but I think that like some middle grade books are very choppy. This one had each like chapter flowed into the next one, so if you do have a middle grade or a little bit like 4th or 5th grade readers, this is a good book for them. And the reason I chose that to try out this book first is because I wanted a book that wasn't going to take me 3 months to read, because I do get distracted and I do forget to read. But with this, going into the review again, this device, the Kindle, made it easier for me to not forget that I was reading. Like, obviously I never forget that I'm reading, but it was easy because I could be laying in bed and I could pick it up and I didn't have to get up and cut the lights on. It was already beside me. I could hang out where other people were and I didn't have to like try and sit where the light would face me without disrupting what everybody else was doing. I really like it for its intended use. So, review what we've said. It is the size of an average book. It is a little bit slow. You can only download things that are on the Amazon store, which is basically nothing. You can read on it. You cannot play games on it, even though on the ad on the box there is a picture of a game on it. It's like Roblox or something. Can't play Roblox on it, from what I've heard. I can barely get YouTube to load without lagging, or get Wattpad to work without lagging. So obviously I highly doubt Roblox. For gaming, not so well, but reading, it's perfect. It comes with 16 gigabytes, so I got a 128 gigabyte SD card if you want to be able to. I highly recommend it because just clicking on a book automatically downloads it. Just clicking on an audiobook on accident automatically downloads it. Don't know how to turn that off. So I got like 6 or 7 books that say I'm reading it, but I'm not. Now back to the on sound. Like I said, when it cuts on, there's a sound. Remember that sound, because while I was reading it, the past 4 days, I would read like 2 or 3 chapters a day. I would notice it would make that noise, like the on noise, over and over and over and over again. And then today, only one time, it made the noise about 4 or 5 times while I was reading during reading sprints. I realized one time a Goodreads notification popped up, but all the other times it just made the noise. So I don't know if it's like notifying me that I have a notification, but the notification isn't popping up or what, but it is kind of annoying. It's really annoying to hear the sound over and over and over and over again, and you will. But if you don't mind it, because honestly, I say it's annoying only because when I did notice it, it like made me stop and go, why is it making that noise? And then when I saw the notification, I didn't notice it much more because it just dawned on me that it's probably just notifications that I can't figure out how to read. I'm not the best with technology, so for a non-tech savvy person, this is great. It is on the budget side. Again, everyone has their different definition of budget. It was cheaper than all the rest. If you are looking for something that you can read and journal about reading on, I do not recommend this. If you want a bullet journal, don't recommend this. If you want a game and read on it, don't recommend this. But if you just want to read in color, I recommend this. For accessibility, Amazon Kindle seems to be very accessible. I never really read with Amazon Kindle. I always read ARCs, and they come across differently than Kindle books. So like Kindle books, you can continuously scroll. ARCs, you can't. So there's different ways of how ARCs are structured versus Kindle books. So for a Kindle book, Kindle seems to be very accessible. It has a dyslexic font. You can change the color background to a light green so it's not too white on black, because sometimes I can't really read when it's white and black. It just kind of blends without my glasses. So I should probably wear my glasses, but we're gonna ignore that. But I didn't get a headache at all while reading this, and I tend to get headaches a lot while reading, so I didn't really get any headaches. I could change the brightness from high to low if I wanted to, which was nice, and I could read in a car, which I know you're like, okay, anybody can read in a car, but I get sick, and I did not get sick. This is like the first time I've read in a car, and I'm like not having a migraine or like having tummy issues. Like, I was totally fine. So I do recommend this if you only want to read. In audiobooks, again, I'm going to reiterate that if you want to do audiobooks, it comes with a speaker here, somewhere over here. It's not good. You have a headphone jack, so you could do corded, or you can Bluetooth headphones with it. So it is good if you have headphones that are good quality, unlike my little $5 headphones. But actually, I think the $5 headphones are fine, but it's the same quality as the speaker here, so it's really up to personal use if you like the speaker or not. I personally would say if you wear headphones, great. If you don't, maybe not so much for the audiobook. But I do recommend this, and I haven't really seen a lot of reviews on this from a book perspective, so from the book perspective, I say get one. If you really want to get into reading more, but you don't want to like but you don't want to buy physical books because you don't have room in your house, or if you want to be able to take them on the go, or you want to be able to read because like you're in a dorm and you have a roommate and their lights seem to be off and you need light to read, this is a solution. And I personally love the solution. So if you have any book recommendations, let me know. And also, if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask them. I could not get the Google Play Store to download on here, but I will link a video in the description where she got it to work. It's something Glow. I'll pull it up right now. It's like the Nanji Glow. I don't think I said her name right. Yeah. I don't think I said her name right, but she does a lot of tech videos, like gaming tech and stuff like that, and she did a review on the Kindle Fire, which I didn't watch any reviews till after I bought it. So, you know, if you're like me, that's what you could do with this. You can read. That's about it. But she ended up being able to download webtoons on here. I don't know how she did it because I can't figure it out. But you do have access to Silk Internet, which is basically just the internet. It's just Amazon's browser. If you want to use the internet browser, so if you want to watch YouTube on it, you technically can. If you want to read Wattpad or AO3 or webtoons, you can. It's just going to be solely through the web browser, not through like an app, which I think would be a lot easier if Amazon would stop being greedy and be like, yes, we will allow you access to other devices, because technically this is an Android device, so you'd think that you would be able to access Google. But there are articles that allow you, like teach you how to do it. I followed like 6 or 7 articles, and me and my dad could not figure it out. So I am under the understanding that 50% of people can get the Google Play Store, 50% of people cannot. But I do say overall, I highly recommend this for readers. If you're just now getting back into reading and you just need a little push, I think this will be an easy way to ease back into reading. So I've never really done reviews before, so thank you for sticking around for my first ever try at a review video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it was helpful to you. So if you do already have a Kindle that's not a Kindle Fire, let me know how you like yours, what you like about it. Is it in color? Because that was my big thing. I needed something budget friendly and in color. So yeah, thank you for sticking around. If you want to check out my channel, I do reading videos along with other things like vlogs. So I would appreciate if you came along. You know, we have con vlogs, we have random week vlogs. It's just a good time around here. It's eclectic, collection of things that I love. So I will see you guys next time in a different video. So thank you for watching, and yeah, peace out, rock on, who let the road, don't get to grow your wings, fly high, touch the sky, make sure everyone knows your name. Love from my screen to yours. Bye, my little butterflies. Cameron, out.